Really troubling allegations.
A 3-year investigation by the Justice Department found what it called unconstitutional policing and the pervasive culture of discriminatory bias against Latinos, who are up to 9 times more likely than whites to be stopped by a Maricopa County deputy. In one incident cited in the federal report, a Hispanic driver was incarcerated for 13 days before his citation was dismissed for not using his turn signal.
Think about that. 13 days for a turn signal infraction. And that is in Arizona, where an old person driving with their turn signal on is literally their state seal. And not surprisingly, in 2011, a lawsuit alleging his department had a pattern of racial profiling resulted in this.
A federal court in Phoenix has decided Arizona authorities cannot arrest people suspected of being illegal immigrants solely because of their appearance.
If Arpaio does not comply with the court ruling, Arpaio could ultimately be held in contempt of court and face jail time.
You'll never guess what happened. Arpaio did not comply with that court ruling. In fact, over the next 18 months, his office detained at least 171 people without charge and turned them over to immigration enforcement. And last July, a federal judge found Arpaio guilty of criminal contempt. And at that point, he was a criminal. He had committed and was convicted of a crime. You know, the thing that the people he puts in tents and pink underwear had done, and which he felt meant that they had forfeited any right to complain. He had done that, and he hadn't even been sentenced before Trump started hinting at a pardon for a frankly incredible reason.
Was Sheriff Joe convicted for doing his job? That's what... You know what? I'll make a prediction. I think he's going to be just fine, okay?
But here's the thing there. He absolutely was not just doing his job. He was also doing something illegal. You wouldn't say that John Wayne Gacy was just doing his job, even though he was, by all accounts, a pretty good birthday clown. It's the stuff he was doing on top of that that needed addressing. And yet, I do not doubt that Trump thinks that everything Joe Arpaio did was or should be part of a law enforcement officer's job. And that is the real problem here. That is why this pardon is a slap in the face to Latinos that Arpaio and his department unconstitutionally targeted, and that is why it's a slap in the face to the very rule of law itself. Because Arpaio broke the rules he was sworn to uphold. Rules that are put in place to protect citizens from a government going out of control. And Trump giving him a pass after everything that you've seen tonight and saying he was just doing his job is a loud confirmation that, at least as far as this White House is concerned, for the next few years, law enforcement won't necessarily be expected to do their jobs the way the Constitution or the court say they should. Instead, like Sheriff Joe Arpaio, they should absolutely feel free to do their job, what's the term? And now, this.